talk about the Big Bang Theory. It's going to take a couple videos to explain this, but the Quran does predict the Big Bang Theory. The Quran says that the heavens and the earth were meshed together, tight and compact. They were like combined, okay? This is the exact quote from the Quran, right here. In the Quran, the heavens expanded from a single point, okay? Now tell me, how could an illiterate man that lived 1400 years ago know that the universe came from a Big Bang? Tell me that. Also, the universe has been expanding ever since the Big Bang, and this is what the Quran says about that. So there are three possibilities on how the universe could end. There's the Big Rip, the Big Crunch, and the Big Chill. NASA recently ruled out the Big Rip, and you can follow that up, look up, on NASA's website, and there's more information about it. So this leaves two possibilities, the Big Crunch and the Big Chill. In the Quran, God promises a Big Crunch. Here's the verse, and I'm just going to leave it up. The Quran uses the word ways, and in Arabic that means ways by gravity, okay? It's specific. Which in general relativity, we know that gravity is a curvature of space-time. We also know that wormholes are equivalent to folding space-time like a book, like this. Okay, so in my last video, those two facts about gravity and about wormholes, keep those in mind. The Quran says this, okay? I'm gonna keep it up. Here, God promises to make this big crunch happen by folding space-time or folding the heavens like a book. So in one verse, Allah promises to make the big crunch by gravity, and in another verse, he promises to make the big crunch by folding space-time like a book. Since both of those verses are the same, in the Quran, gravity is a curvature of space-time. How could a illiterate man that lived 1400 years ago possibly know that gravity is a curvature of space-time? How? So the Big Crunch is said will begin and it will end before we blink. Quran says this, okay? I'm gonna leave it up. So the Big Crunch will end and begin in the fraction of a second. And this is exactly the opposite of what inflation is in the Big Bang. Inflation was repulsive for a fraction of a second, while God says in the Big Crunch it will be attracted for a fraction of a second. Allah says, and as we originated from the first creation, we shall return it. So both are a fraction of a second, okay? Both are a fraction of a second. SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. How did an illiterate man 1400 years ago know this?